Hi, good morning. This is Bas Ten Holter at Salesforce. Thank you so much, Sankar, for joining us on this post Times Higher interview. My name is, again, Bas Ten Holter. I'm the VP for Education in Europe. And we're one of the sponsors and participants of Times Higher. And in support of next year's contribution, we would love to hear a little bit about you, Sankar, how you've progressed since last year. And as you can see, the world is opening up. And we have you with the Bradford background and me in transit. So Shankar, if you could do a quick intro, and then we can have a few back and forths.
Thank you, Bas. And so my name is Sankar Sivarajah. I'm also the head of School of Management here at the University of Bradford. And again, I think it's a pleasure to, of course, have met you live on stage as well, Bas, and to have received the Times Education Business School of the Year award meant quite a lot for all of us, our staff and students, and we were quite privileged to have had the opportunity to have that accolade recognized for us during a difficult period of time, like you mentioned, Bas. So again, thank you for having us. And today, just to talk a little bit about our application and what we sort of were nominated for.
That's great, Shankar. And I remember from the award ceremony that it wasn't just you; it was quite a big team. So that already showed the excitement, enthusiasm of your team receiving it. So how have things progressed at the university since you've done the submission and won the award?
Yeah, certainly. I think it was quite a lot of people's hard work, both from our staff colleagues who were part of driving the initiatives during a very difficult time. It was mainly around our initiatives, a set of programs or suite of programs that was able to sort of help deliver a community. That was quite important for us. And the students were part of it, graduates, small businesses in the region, and large organizations to help us navigate that. And it was mainly driven by a strategy to focus the efforts on economic and social regeneration during difficult times. So that was through new program launches around artificial intelligence, looking at upskilling our students and graduates to the world of future sort of workforces, but equally working on set of initiatives to help the businesses navigate through really uncertain periods of time, and also some of the outreach activities that we had with our local schools to supplement their sort of education with our initiatives that was helped to drive them to sort of have a taste of what the world of future might look like. And that was quite a lot of work in terms of all of us coming together, the staff, the students, our alumni, but also the local businesses and large organizations to help achieve that. So our business school's commitment to become a social and economic engine for regeneration.
Well, you've hit a number of points there, Shankar. So if I just go and drill in on one point, which is the inclusivity and the social regeneration, how do you see has been the impact of your institution with that? Can you have some like certain companies or certain individuals that you've seen have really turned a corner during the difficult period?
Yeah, so we try and work, and we are quite aware of the impact that we want to make for the community around us, be local, but also the global community that we have. And some of the organizations who came forward to help us, be it small businesses around, to help our students, in fact, companies such as Relate Bradford, who have been time and time helping our graduates to look at opportunities for them to work. And during sort of the uncertain pandemic times, they were able to pivot to a virtual sort of internships and placements that provided an opportunity for our students to sort of really have hands-on experience. And not forgetting the large organizations, the likes of SAS, who came up and who were very keen to sort of pilot an initiative on data analytics skill sets, upskilling, and really targeted on people who are unemployed or who weren't able to sort of go into the job market during difficult times. So those were some of the areas that really helped us to sort of give back to the community, I think, and that was the focus of what the business school was striving to do, is to actually work with them, but also give back to what we could do during difficult times.
Okay, well, that's really impactful, and again, congratulations on the award. Would you say that the last 2 years have also changed how you look at your business and how your business model functions? We've seen a lot of business schools obviously move away from the one-time certification degree towards more knowledge as a service. How has that impacted Bradford?
Absolutely, Bas. I think some of the things that you just mentioned about, we've always had our sort of pioneer work that was done on distance learning. So we had some of our initial programs, our Financial Times ranked online MBA that is still delivered. So that helps us to focus not only the local sort of set of students, but also give access to management education across the globe. So I think that one of the commitments and our purpose as a business school has to be widen access to quality management education and research. So very driven by that focus. The initiatives around being able to pivot our studies, even through our undergraduate programs, drawing experience from our online MBS helped us. And I think the future of business school is to sort of look at hybrid models of delivery of education that connects not just the local community, but also the global citizens of the world. Some of the other areas that has helped us to think about how we sort of move forward with the business model, uh, very much driven by our purpose, is to have an inclusive agenda. So regardless of our students or graduates coming from any different background, even if it's socially disadvantaged background, having the opportunity for them to follow quality management education through our academics, but also to go back and work in small organizations or start up their businesses or large organizations where they can really make a positive difference to the community. I think that's quite important. So that was something that we were very committed. And some of the examples that we had was during sort of COVID times, we set up a hardship fund where people might not have access to technology, which is taken for granted. We were able to loan out laptops and be able to sort of drive that agenda of having access to education mattered a lot. And some of the examples that we were driven by and some of the learnings that we had during COVID, I think would really help us shape the business school who we are and to become a social and economic engine for regeneration in the area, but also in a global setting.
Well, that's beautiful to hear that, and taking really a challenge into an opportunity and driving the inclusivity, as you said, it's sometimes taken for granted. So one final question, maybe, Shankar, is obviously you're speaking with Salesforce. We're a cloud provider. We've introduced a number of technologies to help facilitate this success from anywhere. As you can see, business travel is back up again. People are looking at hybrid options. What kind of technology impact have you seen for your institution?
We would say from where we work currently, and I think as not just us as a higher education institution and a business school, most of us, I think, are very reliant on technology, and we've had to scale actually sort of build in some of the infrastructure to be able to speed up some of the work that we have done. And I'm quite, I would say COVID has been a blessing in disguise, the pandemic situation, to work with large organizations to help us deliver the technological infrastructure that we need for quality education. I think that's quite important for us to sort of build on and not lose some of the good examples that we've had and the lessons that we have learned to be able to put that in practice and look at the future world of working, and be it hybrid. I think there is a huge role the technological infrastructures that we need helps us to sort of shape even our graduates coming out of it, understand what the importance of technology, the goods and the bads. But equally, I think that's something that we are driven by working with organizations like technology providers, I think, to help reinforce the education that we can deliver, a good quality management education for our graduates and our students. So I think technology certainly plays a huge role, and COVID and the pandemic time has been a blessing in disguise to appreciate how we can recognize the importance of technology to help deliver quality education.
Shankar, thank you so much. I think that wraps it up in terms of what we wanted to talk with you about today. I really appreciate your time. And again, congratulations to you and the wider team for getting an award for not just being a great business school, but having that in business impact, inclusivity, and making sure that every student is taken along for the journey. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Bas, and appreciate the recognition that we have got and the hard work that has been put in by our staff and our students. So thank you so much for giving us the recognition that everyone deserved as well.